Turbulence, people. Right? My day one up in this situation with the super chat. Miss Chanel kicking the door down.
I'm not muted.
Okay, I
Is
can
it?
hear
Oh,
you
I
now.
think it's when I
Whatever
turn
you're
off the
doing, I can hear
camera.
you now. I can
Okay.
hear you now. Whatever you're doing, don't do it again.
Okay. Okay.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
Tell me how your night's going.
How's my what?
Your night. Tell me how
Oh
your
my night.
night's going.
Um. Well, I was about to head to bed. To be honest with you, but you invited me up, and I had to take the offer, so I'm
Tell
here.
Tell me what about my
I'll say that.
ideologies and my viewpoints you disagree with.
I mean, the thing is, and okay, I want to
Listen,
make sure I word
I
this
need you to
correctly.
be very concise. Let's get to the point.
You say you sprinkle truth in with a lot of BS,
Okay, but
and
listen, I
and then
want you to.
you
Hold on. I want you
serve
to
it as
know
if though
this.
you're.
Hold on. I want you to know this before you even come up here. Whenever people make claims, it is essential that they stand on their claims and substantiate. So when you say that I sprinkle BS, I need you to be able to tell us what the BS is.
So BS, for example, is like I think I heard you saying that single mothers won't be able to get a decent man or a man with money. But realistically, is it about how many kids you have or what type of man you're dating?
Man, for one, I've never said that. There is no
I feel
such
like I
thing.
just heard you saying that
Yeah,
when
you
I was
know,
trying to
no,
connect just
listen.
now.
What you always hear, that I don't even speak in terms of all or every. I don't even like those words because they almost don't exist. There is no
I don't think I
scenario.
heard all or every
Hold
just
on. Don't
now.
interrupt me. Hold on. There is no scenario where all black people steal, all white people are
Hmm.
racist. There's going to be some things that fall through the cracks, right? But what we talk
Hmm.
about up here is it often that a woman with 3 children goes out and finds a millionaire?
It's not often, well, no,
So that's
to
what we're
answer that
talking about,
question.
ma'am. That's what we're
And I'm going
talking
to
about.
give you, and I'm going to preface that because it's not average that it's not normal that the average single beautiful woman is going to get with a millionaire either.
No,
And the men who are watching this on TikTok live at 10 p.m. on Sunday are definitely not millionaires.
you don't know that,
And
ma'am.
yet, Jeff Bezos, a billionaire, is married to a single mother. So
A
clearly,
single mother who has children by people who have been in the NFL, ma'am, her stock is high, right? And if you really believe that very beautiful women don't have better options than you, actually, I'm going to unmute you. I want to see what your thoughts is on that.
wait, hold on, I'm not sure who is then you. I don't know if you looked at my profile. I mean, anyways, I don't know
Hold
who
on,
is then you.
hold on.
Who's you?
Hold on, because I have another phone. Now we can pull your profile up.
Pull it up. I would love you to.
But man, why do we have to do that when you're right here, but you won't show your face?
What do you mean I'm right here, but I won't show my face? This is my face.
So what do you
This
think
is my
you're?
face.
I'm saying, what do you think you're doing? Do you think you're showing out right now? Listen, I gotta
What do
ask
you
you
mean?
this. I need to know if we're on the same plate, on the same page. Like you said that, like you lumped yourself in that category with other beautiful women.
I am a beautiful woman. I am a beautiful woman. I'm
Okay,
telling you that I'm a beautiful woman.
okay. Listen, but I'm gonna say this: you're not one of those beautiful women,
I
right?
show out. If you think when I show out that I would want anything to do with someone who looks like you, or who
That's
sits
fine.
on
That's
TikTok
fine.
live at
But I
midnight
want
on
to do this.
Sunday,
Let's do this. Let's.
telling a bunch of broke men that they might have a chance with a beautiful woman if they discriminate
But
against
ma'am, calm
with
down. Let's
single
talk.
mothers,
Let's talk.
you
Calm down.
sound like an idiot.
But calm down. Let's talk.
And you are, to be honest.
But As beautiful as you said you are, the nigga is coming out of you. Can we agree on that?
What nigga?
The nigga is
The
coming.
nigga is coming out of me?
It is coming out
And
of
what
you.
would you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Calling names. That is nigga behavior. You disagree with that?
I mean, I think it's
Have I
anybody who calls
have I
name.
called you any names?
I mean, you said you don't think that I'm attractive, just like I don't think you're attractive.
Let me say this. We can't hear you. Let me say this. What I said was, that's the nigga. You don't know that you make my points. These women, listen, I'm going to unmute you. I got to tell you this. You make our points. However beautiful you say you are, you have a skunk mentality, and you know it. Who does this? Who does that? You believe
Me.
you're a classy woman? Ma'am, you a nigga, and you know it. You name call, you throw up middle fingers. What caliber of
I
woman do
sure
you listen, what caliber of woman do you really think you are? Let's be real here. And let's
What do you
go
mean
here.
caliber?
You brought this up. Do you have any kids?
No.
The man that you said you deal with right now, what is his status?
What do you mean, what's his status?
You're talking about all of the other people in the viewership like they're peasants. Who are you dating right now?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the man that you're dating.
He's a dentist.
Tell us a little bit about him. What color is he? Tell us a little bit about him.
He's Asian.
I have to ask you this. Let's be real because we're going to all know the truth. I'm in LA. There's plenty of Asians out here. And I even deal with some of them on a business level. The behavior the behavior you just exhibited. Do you exhibit that same behavior around him?
No. But he's not a man on the internet either.
So men on the internet don't deserve respect.
Give and take.
You just let us know you'll disrespect a black man, but you won't disrespect an Asian man. You see how weird this is? You are part of our problem. You said when you show out, you wouldn't date a man like me. So here's the thing that you're unaware of. What do you mean show out? When you put the fake version of you together?
What do you mean fake version?
When I was less attractive, but caring, affectionate, wanted to spoil my man, wanted to love my man, take care of my man, versus now when pretty much all I'm willing to bring to a relationship is my good looks. I'm telling you, I have an easier time dating now. Like a much easier time dating now. As warped as it sounds, it's the truth. I'm giving you an objective truth, a tangible truth. But I am fully aware that part of the reason my value is so high to men is because I'm an attractive woman. And there has to be a trade-off.
See, me, I don't have to do anything. I'm here, right? I don't have to put anything together. You're admitting that, to be honest, you're not up to par when you don't do some accessories. You disagree with that?
I think that's what you said.
We were talking about the beautiful women, right? And I said, are you lumping yourself in that category with those? See, we're not talking.
Yes, I sure am.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Right now, rate yourself 1 to 10.
10, 12, 15, 20, 25.
I want to jump back to something for the whole community, though. I want to jump back to something because we've talked about this a lot. We've talked about this.
Ooh, that's not a good angle of me. Let's move it back. You have your comments and I definitely have mine. So we'll just leave it there.
Listen, the way you were talking about the people in the chats being poor and things like this, I'm not trying. I thought you were going to come up here like really, really bad, right? I mean, you don't think that you're average looking?
I don't think so at all. Like, not even close. I
So
cannot
why?
even.
Hold on. If you're not average looking, but you are the 10 that you said, why were you even available for this guy? You should have been. Tens don't stay on the dating market. They get snatched up. You
What do you
disagree
mean?
with that?
What do you mean?
You said you believe you're a 10 or even a 15.
I'm
If
a
you are,
25.
that's fine. So how is it even possible you were even available to him? How is
Are
it
you
that the last
are
10
you
men,
asking?
the
Are
last
you
50 men that saw you did not?
well? What if I didn't want the last 50 men?
But you want him?
Yeah,
Have you watched any of my? I kind of do this through
I
the.
haven't watched anything of you at all. This is my first time here,
Can you
but I might
tell?
come back because I'm
Can
having
you
fun.
tell that I know how to weave through logic? Like it's not making sense what you said.
I'm telling. What do you mean? What did I say that
Tell me
doesn't make
how old you are.
sense?
Tell me how old you are.
I'm 24. I just turned 24.
Okay.
How long have I been? Well, that depends on what you mean because I
No,
dated
how
throughout.
long have you been entertaining men on a serious level?
Okay, on a serious level, I'll say 2 years since I
Okay.
left school. 2 years.
Okay. So my question is this: they say that we cross paths with roughly 10,000 people a year. So that means in the last 2 years, you've crossed paths with 20,000 people. Let's slash that in half. We don't really have to do 50-50 considering there's more women than there are men, but we'll do 50-50. Let's say,
Oh God.
yeah, I'm being honest.
Continue,
Let's say,
continue, continue.
let's say that in the last 2 years, you've crossed paths with 10,000 people, okay? 10,000 men. You're a 10. And out of
A
10,000
25.
men, yeah, right, a 25. Out of 10,000 men, you have not inspired or compelled any of them to say she's on the market. Shit, I gotta snatch her up. You
I think
have
I've
do
compelled.
you
I
have a
think I've
modeling
compelled a
contract
lot of them.
anywhere?
I think I've compelled. If it's 20,000, I've compelled probably 29. What is it? 20,000, 19,999 of them. There might be one exception, maybe.
Oh, I understand what's going on now. There's either delusion or alcohol taking place.
Delusion or alcohol. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
definitely drinking, but it's definitely not delusion. If I
I have a
wanted to
question
be
for you.
married, if I wanted to be married right now, I could be married, but I don't want to be.
It's because you're 24.
Yes,
You
and I
probably
have a lot
could.
going on.
You probably could for your
I
fertility, for things of that nature. But
for my fertility.
the ability.
What?
You don't know what fertility is,
I know exactly what fertility is.
so why don't you get the concept?
Nobody would marry me for my fertility. That's a stupid reason to marry somebody. You sound crazy now. Marry me for my fertility? And I'm not, I wouldn't even have kids for the next 6 years? Does that even make sense? Somebody wouldn't marry me for my fertility.
You trolling me?
I'm not trolling. I think you're trolling because I think that you have this because you're selling that women have this mentality of, if I could be married, I would be married. If I could compel a man to die for me, then I would. But the reality is, a lot of women have a lot of things going on. Like
So
I'm,
why are
I'm
they all on social? So why are they all over social media talking about where the good men at?
who? Now here's the thing. I feel like who are you talking about?
That's
There's
all
a lot.
good. I'm
There's
pretty
a lot
sure
of
you know
different groups of
exactly who
women
I'm
on the
talking about.
internet.
Hey, hold on, King Paul.
Yes, look, I just want to tell you that I think the young lady is kind of disrespectful. She won't come on live. I mean, as far as actually seeing her face, so she's not really being truthful. She's being disrespectful, and that's just my honest opinion. I don't know her, but I just think she's disrespectful. She's not really being honest, and
I,
Listen, and this is the next thing too. I notice all the men on your chat are old. How
how do
come
you
all
know
these single?
that? So listen,
Well, the ones who I saw with their
King
cameras
Guana. How
on.
old do you think he is?
I can't say all of them. Here's the thing, and you know what? You're right about talking about absolutes. The man who was just speaking sounded old. And when I was in your TikTok and I was clicking through the profiles, a lot of the men did not look like the caliber of men that you're speaking about, I'm gonna be on. A lot of them didn't look like they had the Jeff Bezos money, NFL money. They didn't look like they have the
Who does
caliber.
have Jeff Bezos? Man, what is wrong with you?
You see? Do you see yourself? I
Listen,
mean, it
here's what
makes
I
for
want you
good
to do.
TV.
Hold on, here's what I want you to do. Off the top of your head, name me another person who has Jeff Bezos money.
I think Jeff Bezos is the richest one. The only one
So
who I can think of, the
listen
only
at your
contender
conversation.
might be Bill Gates. Is it? I don't think so though. Is it Bill Gates? Bill Gates did Microsoft. Bill Gates is yeah, Bill Gates. I haven't drunk that much wine.
So, ma'am, let me
Bill
ask you
Gates.
this. So, do you expect do black men own this country?
I'm Canadian. It's probably
That's
important to
fine.
know.
But we're talking
Do
about
I
the United.
think black men own America?
Yeah.
No. Why would I think that?
Right. So why would you even compare black men or you talking about one person who has more money than everybody, right?
Yeah.
You're talking like me or any of these brothers should know a guy like that, right? That's crazy.
I'm talking
Jay
about you.
Z more than likely doesn't have access to Jeff.
Come on, Laffy. Come on, Gummy
Do you
Bear.
understand that Jay Z likely does not have access to Jeff Bezos?
I don't. But who cares about what Jay Z is doing?
Because you keep talking about the people in the chat like you expect some of us to have Jeff Bezos' phone
And you know
number.
what? I'll say this. You're doing a good job of defending them. You know exactly what it is that I'm trying to say. And I feel like it's very clear what I'm trying to say.
No,
And
I'm
you're
going to
trying
give you the
to
panel.
twist it and
Let
turn
us
it.
know what
At
you're
the end of the
saying.
day, most of the men in your chat probably don't have access to even $10,000 if they had an emergency right now. And that's the truth. And a lot of people, most people don't. And that's the
Hey,
truth.
King Paul,
I
I'm
think
going to
that
drop
you
you real quick.
probably
Give me a
hate
second,
yourself.
brother. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, let me say something to you, sweetie. I'm going to say this to you. What you're doing
Come on,
right
fake
now,
glasses. Put on the fake glasses and put on the
they're
fake
only
glasses.
they're only Cartiers. They're only Cartiers. So stop it.
Come on, fake Cartiers, and then give me the point.
Do fake Cartiers have that?
They might.
It's all good. But listen, let's do it like this. What you're even making those statements, what you're kind of letting us know is the caliber of men you've had access to, or you wouldn't have even made a statement like that. Let me ask you this. Do you think $10,000 is some money? I've done shows. I've done
Absolutely not.
shows. So
If
where did you get that
anybody
number
who's lived
from?
an adult life knows $10,000 is not any type of money. That's the truth of the matter. What I'm saying is, and I feel like it's very clear what I'm trying to say. It's so clear, and you're
Here's
trying to
something
poke
else
holes
that's
in
clear.
something
Here's
that is
something else
very,
that's
very
clear. Here's something else that's clear. There's an echo in that
the
house.
type of
Listen,
the type.
hey,
Oh, is
hey,
there? I'm sorry.
there's an echo in that house. If it's a
Is
house,
there?
and I see electric lines running across the ceiling,
The electric wire is running across what ceiling?
the pipe that
What
carries the
ceiling?
electrical. I don't think you're in a
Who
mansion,
carries the
ma'am.
electrical? Do you see what that says?
Yes, ma'am. I see it very well. It almost resembles a halfway house. I'm being honest with you. My house doesn't have that. I don't have that.
Okay. That's fine.
Or you can flip the camera around and let us, because you sound like a very high value woman. I'd just like to see if you flip the camera around some of these immaculate things that you have that I can't afford.
Flip yours first.
You do know that that's childlike behavior, right?
Is it?
I wasn't the one up here demeaning people in the chat, telling them, and I have an amazing media center, to be honest, if you want to know. Now,
Let me see.
I asked you, but to be honest, the fact that you did that tells us everything we need to know. There's a
Does it?
if you could stunt right now, the caliber of woman you are, you'd immediately do it. You'd immediately do it. Look at the comments. They know. These are grown people. They're not falling for those shenanigans. And it brings into question, do you really even date a dentist or whatever? There's an echo in that house. You don't hear one here because there's furnishings in here. It doesn't sound like you even have a couch in there.
I'm in my kitchen.
That's a hell of an echo, ma'am.
I
And
came to my kitchen.
so you shouldn't have a problem showing us the kitchen.
How do I flip this? Why am I?
My brother Shabazz said EBT card carrier. I got to sound off behind that one.
How do I flip it?
What type? Let
Okay,
me ask
hold
you.
on. Here, let me. I want to make sure. Here's my kitchen. Here's my kitchen. Can you? There's dishes in the sink right now. This is my kitchen. And then
It's pretty filthy, isn't it? Oh, okay. So this is
it's
an
pretty
apart. So
filthy.
this is an apartment, right?
It's an apartment. I'm sitting in my apartment eating dinner, and I was about to go to sleep in my room.
I
I'm so
definitely
sorry.
listen. I definitely would have thought you were in a mansion somewhere, ma'am. The way you talk about these people in this chat, ma'am, you have an apartment yourself.
I do have an apartment,
So
just
why
like
are you
everybody else.
shooting down these people?
I'm not shooting down. You guys are sitting here shooting down on single mothers and women who you don't find to be attractive. So I'm shooting down on men who don't have money, and that's the truth of the matter. What, just like I was saying, just like you were saying. How do I do that? Can't be that hard.
Look, somebody says, I got a 4-bedroom house. Ma'am, this is the point. You're in an apartment and you're shooting people down on TikTok. It's crazy. It's crazy for real. You don't see where that's crazy? I am being honest with you. We thought you were going to. Let's do this. Let's, because I don't even want people to see me in this type of energy. You're younger, and I want to say this to you. You probably need to recalibrate because if you can't match the level of stunting that you're doing, you usually end up being made to look bad. I'm just being honest with you. You're on what's the name, so you should be able to see this. My brother says, I have a 3-bedroom house in, well, you can see it. I have a 3-bedroom house in Cali and Dodgers season ticket, 16 rows behind home plate. And I'm just going to attribute it to your age. Um,
Maybe it is my age.
it is,
But
but
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, but
it
here's the
makes you
thing.
look foolish because you didn't even have any right to come up here calling people's pockets out like that. It makes black women look bad as a whole. You come up here flipping your middle finger off, and I want to ask you this: when you do that, when you come up here like that, do you think, because there's not just black people in here right now, there's Asian people, white people. Do you think that those Asian and those white people and the Hispanics, when they saw you behaving like that, do you think that they said the African American community is, those are some just really beautiful people? Do you think that that made them look at us in a positive manner? And even more so, do you think that it made it look, do you think that it made black women, with the reputation that black women already have, do you think that that helped their reputation?
I don't know why it would impact their reputation. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think you're probably overestimating how much traction this would get. But if it does get the traction, could you at least do me the favor of tagging me? He probably won't, but that's okay. I'll tag
You
myself
didn't answer my
if
question.
it does. I think it's a big
Listen,
if.
I'm asking you, do you believe
But
you just made African
I
American
don't
women?
think I mean, first of all, I'm Canadian. So I don't know why I would represent African American women.
So
But
let me
second
ask
of
you this.
all,
Over in Canada, do you believe that people extend white privilege to you?
no.
So why do you keep trying to exclude yourself from the black race? I don't understand it.
I'm not trying to exclude you. You keep saying I'm not American at all. I'm Canadian. So I feel like you guys
Are
have a
you
very
black? Are
unique
you
experience.
black?
I don't really. I Of course I'm black. I don't relate to
Okay,
the
so I
experience you guys
asked
talk
you,
about. To be
do
honest with
you
you, so
believe that your
I
behavior
feel like it's
made.
unfair to. I feel like it's unfair to women in America for me to speak on it because I don't have the same experience as them. To
So
be
let
honest,
me
and I
ask you
don't really
this.
know. Like
When
I don't.
black
Even if
women.
this was to circulate in
Okay, I'm going to
America,
mute you because I
I
see you
doubt.
won't stop talking. When black women demonstrate certain behaviors, do you believe that that attaches itself to you?
No.
So you believe you're white?
No, I feel like I just said I'm black. Didn't you just see me? I'm black.
I just okay. So do you believe that any of black stereotypes are attached to you based on your color?
No,
Could you explain to me why not?
I don't feel like I
That's what I
really carry
typically
them.
do. That's what I
I
typically
don't
do
care.
when I know people don't believe what they say. I want to see what your input is on that. Tell me why.
Now this is where I feel like it might be an American thing.
No, I'd
Maybe
like
when
for you
other
to I'd like for
people,
you to answer the
it's
question. No, I'd like for you to answer the question and not
I'm
jump
going to
somewhere
answer
else.
your question, and I'm trying to preface it because again, it's possible that it's a different experience, but I don't know how other people
What
view me, but I
separates
don't
you
carry them.
from what separates
I
you
don't
from
carry
black stereotype?
myself. I don't carry any of the black stereotypes or what you would call black stereotypes or what I guess the general
Ma'am, you
public
were
would call
just
them.
up here giving middle fingers and calling names. Are you kidding me?
Is that a black stereotype?
Actually, let's do this. What stereotype do you think you carry? Respectable, classy woman?
I don't know about that one. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, you're not being genuine, so there's no need for us to continue this. You're just talking. You won't even answer the question because you know it only has
What
one
question?
answer.
I don't
What
understand.
separates you
I
from
don't
black stereotype?
myself. I don't carry myself. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't know what to tell
Ma'am,
you.
you were just up here giving middle fingers
Is
at
that a black
24.
stereotype?
No, black women tend to have a reputation for being hostile. Do you think flipping people the middle finger and calling idiots, do you think that's pleasant behavior or hostile? Ma'am, you know what? Where's Logical Burn at? Hey, somebody, where's Logical Burn at? She came on here the other night and said it. She said all too often, we see certain women who desire a different setting that they speak in terms of degrees and they try to verbally separate themselves from a certain demographic of black women. But all too often, we find out they fit very comfortably in that slot. And that's you, ma'am.
In what
You're trying
slot?
to separate yourself from the thing we're talking about, but listen, what you
What's the
don't
thing we're
know,
talking about? What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what are you trying to say? If you're trying to, like, what are you trying to say? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand.
so why did what's wrong with your camera? We want to see this glorious beauty. We want to, bask
I'm
in
in
it.
my bedroom. Can you see me? I'm in
Yes,
my
we can see
bedroom.
you fine. We can
When
see
I
you
was in
fine.
the kitchen, you had a problem.
I didn't have a problem. I just expected it to be a mansion. Seeing how
I
all
didn't say
of
I
the
was in a
other
mansion.
seeing how all of the other poor peasants in the comments, right, didn't have $10,000, which I really don't think you do. Um, I try not to go here with nitpicking and things of that nature, but that's why we have to be careful calling people out. We have to really be careful with that. You didn't even have any premise by which to come up here with the disrespect. And if I'm wrong, tell me. What garnered the disrespect that you brought up here? Tell me.
What disrespect?
This and calling people idiots, unless you don't know that
Well,
that's
you had me
disrespect.
muted and you were talking about. I was trying to talk and you had me muted.
Ma'am, I'm
And by
talking
the way,
about
I
the
have a
first
question.
time.
I have a serious question before I put my face on the camera because you're talking about circulating these clips. Am I gonna get paid? Because if I'm not gonna get paid, you can't use my face at all. You do not have my permission. If I'm not gonna get paid, you don't have
That
my permission.
age 24 is so cute. You are so gullible. Do you think that I need your permission?
If you want to chop it up and send it out, you can.
So you believe that works if you say this is not my music? Listen, that age is so cute. That's where all of the gullible energy comes from, right? I want to suggest this
If
to
you
you.
want to chop it up and send it out, you can. I don't want my face in it. Is that okay? Or is it not okay?
Ma'am, it's not okay. People, we got to do better. My brother, the Do Better podcast up in this situation. You know what it is? Hey, y'all got to chill out, man. Brother says she needs her Scooby snacks. Like, I'm going to tell you guys this. I never, ever seek to degrade, especially, I don't even feel good, like, especially a woman, period, but especially when she's underage. But you ladies need to know that men always hit harder than you hit. In pretty much every facet, we always hit harder than you hit, right? So that's why we say, don't put yourself in certain predicaments. You put yourself in certain predicaments that causes men to go at you how men go towards other men. I'm going to say this, people. You guys also have to stop throwing that 10 status around like it's nothing. Everybody, listen, let me say this to all of you ladies. Did you know that most men have never seen a 10? It's a number that we're familiar with, but a 10 is associated with so much more than looks. A 10 is a woman who moves, walks, dresses, and behaves in such a way that she brings a type of rejuvenation to most people who encounter her. She's inspirational. She's very, very feminine. That's at the top of the thing. And her beauty matches all of it. A 10 causes people to feel a certain way when they encounter her. And that was not it. Name me somebody who we all know who is a 10. A movie star or somebody like that. Name me one. Who do you think is a 10?
I don't know anybody who's like a. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
But
To be
so out of all of the people we know in the tabloids and things, you can't think of a 10 but you. Ma'am, are you psychotic?
I'm not psychotic. I can't think of one. A 10. Maybe Sierra?
You wouldn't consider her to be a hoe?
A what?
But I get that. I can understand you saying that, though. I can
Isn't
understand
she a
that.
married woman?
Who just explained to her man why she was independent and why she don't need him. See, it's
I
women
mean,
like you who
I think
just
she said
talk.
she prayed to God for him and she thanks God for him. That sounds like she needs him. Well, did he raise me? That's a tricky question. Cuz I spent summers with him and we have a relationship, but did he like do the grunt work of raising me? Not really.
So do you think that you're a respectful young woman?
I think I can be. I think I'm a respectful young woman when the time calls for it. I mean, that's how I made it to where I am now. I haven't gone to jail or anything yet.
So
Yeah,
that's the
24,
bar.
right?
That's the bar that you have, not making it to jail.
I haven't gotten into any fights. I mean, when you say disrespectful, what do you mean disrespectful? Like, am I respectful, like, when I talk to people? It depends on who I'm talking to.
Man, what is your credit score?
What?
What is your credit score? I mean, since the dentist is already paying for your bill, what is your credit score that the dentist still have to pay your bills? Now, come on, bring it on. Bring it on.
It's a 690.
And you got a nerve to be,
I know you're joking, right?
Jesus
I
Christ.
had some charge-offs when I was 18.
Ma'am, I'm at 750 something myself, and you up here dismantling people.
How old are you again?
Here we go with that. So what we're gonna do is so if that's the case, how many of these people who are in this chat is way older than you yet you called them out, right?
I don't know. I don't really care. It's TikTok. Who cares?
I'll make you famous. It's been a pleasure. Stay tuned. You'll see it. I'll put these priority. We'll clip these tomorrow. All right, that's
Okay.
it for tonight. Listen, where are my people at with the super chats? Let's get it together, people. Much love to you, my brother. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. God bless you and the family.
I appreciate you, man. I'm not. No, this girl is steadily blowing up. This is a glutton for punishment, is what it is. Skinny boy been skinny boy been snapping ever since he been part of this crew. Yeah, bro. I think she said 24 or 25. That's what she said. Hold on. This girl got a profile picture of with blonde hair. Well, we know how that goes. All right, people, listen. I should have been gone a long time ago, but we have gold once again, people. Gold once again, right? I don't know your thing. I don't know. I don't tag people. I don't know. You look for. Come on, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do that, and you'll see it. You'll get alerts. I'm going to say this to you though. You're definitely not a 10. I don't know what you could be if you did yourself up, but here's the thing. 10s don't have to do themselves up. Did you know that? Right?
Beta! Beta!